Anybody home? No one? Haha, I remember to do the armor right away this time. I didn't wait until the moment everything went bad or anything. Alright. Not a big fan of the black hole gun. It's really awkward, I think. Don't really like the particle beam either. Honestly, this is a really cool gun. The arc projector is really neat. I might research something new, but the arc projector is probably my favorite of the options I have at the beginning. I think the black hole was some kind of pre-order bonus thing, so they wanted to be really cool and flashy. But it's an awkward, slow build-up for an attack that doesn't always chain to multiple enemies. And that's pretty much the number one thing I'd want it to do. Like, I just shot one of them and it just kind of stopped there. I'm like, oh. Also, the number one time I'm going to use that kind of weapon is in many cases during a tough enemy encounter. It's like a big bad tough boss or mini boss or elite enemy or something. And that black hole gun didn't even hurt it didn't have any apparent damage on the thresher bomb we were fighting. But I've used this gun multiple times against boss type characters and watched that health just drop by a chunk. Oh, hi. Nope. Take a seat. And then they just slump. Alright. Where you get? Guys? Guys? You guys go and get stuck somewhere?
Yeah.
Indeed. Not a problem.
Both of you go over there. I will order you there manually, damn it.
Right.
Going now.
I'm like, what are they doing? They're just sitting there. I'm supposed to be doing a fights. Ah, no, bad.
Of course.
Oh, he's on fire. Alright. I'm sure he'll just walk it off. It's just horrifying. Their entire body just spontaneously is combusted in flame. I'm like, oh! Oh! I'm almost sorry. A few more down. I'm kind of just sprinting sideways through this area. Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one. There we go. Yeah, me and Mordin stack up to do a lot of damage here. Stop that. I'll punch the crap out of you.
One down. Be right there.
So far, so good. Anyone else? Oh, another med kit. Oh, I maxed out again. Here I thought I needed to grab more still. Iridium! Gotcha. Oh, he's gonna blow. There he goes. How about you? You next? Oh, I didn't get him. Alright, well. I thought I got him, but that was just the flame element of my own attack, not the tanks themselves. Whoops. Anyone around? Ow! Rude. Do not appreciate.
Indeed.
Nothing over here. I saw a pop-up for a moment. Oh, crap.
On it.
There we go. I'm like, I see something explosive over there. Oh, wasted on accident. What's that manifold? Oh. Hey, how did I miss that? Come on. Don't be silly. There we go. What was the manifold? Combustion manifold. Oh, it's something I can salvage. I thought I could blow it up.
Ready for takedown.
Man, this is a powerful group, actually. Find someone at the Urdnot camp who can use this combustion manifold. I guess that was a quest I could have found earlier, but I didn't. Because of the mission-like structure, things get a little awkward with side quests on planets. Because you're always being sent on a mission for one reason or another, the side quests are generally asking you to pick up an item on over the course of said mission. And so while it feels like you're just doing one little isolated side content thing, and in many ways it is isolated, you'll find that the other side quests point to the same location.
Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
But because it's not an open area like, say, Pharos or something, but instead a linear mission...
That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
Any idea whether what they gave him is contagious?
No, appears to be cultivation of cancerous cells, aggravated by torture, malnourishment, not a virus. Probably testing vectors to attack genophage. Primary goal, not infection of humans. Humans useful as test subjects, genetically diverse, enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting, unethical, sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
I wasn't damn it. Don't praise Cerberus without warning me.
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, clone tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
No tests on species capable of calculus?
Wouldn't something native to Tuchanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level, concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Focus on Maelon. Too late to help the dead.
So once again, human genetic variety is being brought back up as being a plot point, which I find interesting. It's cool because it's an acknowledgement of a mechanic that always shows up in every fantasy thing ever, practically, or sci-fi thing. The aliens often look really similar because it's really hard to come up with massive genetic variety for the alien design you already had to come up with. But human variety comes naturally because it's real.
I am the speaker for Clan Werlock, Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Werlock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
If I flee, I might trip over the dozen Krogan I killed to get here. I think I'll take my chances.
You killed our youngest and weakest human. They were not worthy of remaining near our glorious work. Inside, you will find only hardened, blood-packed veterans, tempered by savagery and war, and dedicated to one goal. The Solarian will cure the genophage, and Clan Werlock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood.
Appears they discovered Maelon's work. Unfortunate.
If you care about the future of Clan Werlock, you'll hand over Maelon. Now.
When we cure the genophage, Werlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become...
You talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
You've been spotted.
Sea of blood, you say? How's that working out? the whole sea of blood thing. Sounds promising. Can't wait.
Moving in.
I caught him monologuing. Everyone calm down in this general direction. Alright, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Second. Boom! There we go. That's a tough time for you. Well, I'm just tearing apart Tuchanka. It might be one of the easiest combat zones so far, actually. Interesting. Because I think the game's supposed to scale with your level. So I wonder if I just have a really good setup for this group. I have one character that's really hard to kill, and one character that is really good at targeting their fire. Oh my god, Let It Die has me programmed to seek out fire sources like that. I have one character that can create fire, and one character that does reeve, so 2 characters that are specialized in taking out armor. And then I got a few nasty tricks as far as weapons go too. That attack destroyed them. Yeah, they're like, you killed our weak and our young, and I'm like, do you have any idea how many blood pack I've killed so far in this game? Not even counting this planet.
Can smell antiseptic, hint of dead flesh.
Just get us there.
Like outside of this planet, just oh god, on Omega, or even other places along the way. I think there's been more blood pack along the way too. There was blood pack at Jack's place, wasn't there? They're gone too. They'd be real mad at me if they knew who I was, although I might be wiping out their leader soon.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences, hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment factors, avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Mordin.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth, like gardening.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan, not difficult, increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further, chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic, didn't want to repeat. All life precious, universe demands diversity.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us, got anything we wanted.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
Sounds like you were pretty important. How'd you go from that to running a clinic on Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy. No ethical concerns. Understand rationale for modified genophage, right choice. Still. Hard to sleep some nights.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Mordin? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians. Not me.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes. United Krogan saved Galaxy. Destroyed Rachni. Genophage not punishment. Simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Most people wouldn't be so casual.
Whoops, that's the one from before. My bad.
Krogan population stable.
We're not going to find Maelon staring at consoles. Come on.
He continues to be one of my favorite characters, basically. Just the way he talks is fantastic.
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile werelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accepted as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I feel like BioWare obsessed over this character. He's super well characterized, his storyline's great, his freaking side quest is great, even his animations and voice acting are almost ridiculous.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Mordin.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races, no answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope, scientifically brilliant, but ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic, not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor, genophage affects fertility, doesn't kill, still caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
If you need this much soul-searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations, effects of Krogan population increase, all pointed to war, extinction, genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
It really does feel like you're trying to talk to an analog of somebody who maybe was behind dropping a bomb on Hiroshima or something like that. Like some great act of violence that is retroactively justified or even justified in the moment by people as a way of stopping great amounts of death, but was still an act that creates death and destruction, and people have to live with that forever.
So you're willing to sterilize a species based on the evidence of a few simulations?
Yes, millions of data points, years of arguments, countless scenarios, all noted Krogan fragmentation as dangerous, no unified culture to support repopulation. Would have been war, Turians and humans destroying Krogan utterly. Genophage was better, saved lives.
When you put it that way, you did the right thing. Not many would have the guts to look at the results and own it.
Not easy. Sometimes wish I wasn't as intelligent. Choice would have fallen on someone else. Not my problem. Fool's wish. Had to be me. Others might have gotten it wrong. Ready to go, Shepard.
Super mixed responses there, of course. Not in a big hurry. I mostly just want to continue the conversation as opposed to saying yes or no for approval and denying, because it's actually... I never have come to final, proper ideas of really how to respond to the entire genophage idea, because, yeah, it may have saved the Krogan, and it's horrible. Here we go. It reminds me a lot of playing Nier, actually. the Krogan situation feels like a lot of the storylines of Nier, in that it's a situation that's basically built for everyone inside of it to suffer.
Oh, it's this.
Because it's like the writers of the game wanted a gray area decision, so they made an incredibly specific scenario to make it so that there was no right answer, and then he made a character who made a decision, and then just has to deal with it. Oh, which way do we go? That way? Okay, we'll go this way first then. Oh. Hello. Diagonal green, got it. Little... Where is it? Orange, blue, orange. Where are you? There you are. I fight over such tiny amounts of credits every time I do that minigame, but I have like 500,000, so like, oh no, if I go faster I'll get 500 more credits. It's like so minor, but it still makes it feel like this is such a ticking clock.
You killed the Bloodpack guards.
Not Bloodpack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm an Urdnot scout. Werlock guards got me. Brought me here.
The Chief Scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Urdnot.
I can't. The Werlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. Have to stay.
Mordin, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
You got a bruised ego. You got caught and beaten, so you tell yourself it was for something important.
That's not true. I need to stay. They're gonna cure us all.
You're not a real Krogan. When a real Krogan gets knocked down, he gets back up.
I did. I got back up every time they hit me. So many times.
You're lying there right now like a Vorcha grubbing in the mud. You gonna just lie there, Vorcha?
Screw you, human. Nobody says that to me. Nobody keeps me down.
Damn right they don't. Now get back to Clan Urdnot and report in. Go. Go!
Nicely done. Fortunately, subject is unlikely to be contagious.
I love the roar followed by slow, just very slow, chilled out walking forward.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosive useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
Yeah, right on your ass.
There goes his armor. Boom! I'm sure he'll be fine. He won't be fine, by the way. Go, 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 go! Almost there. There you go. Take cover. Oop. How did I had that missed? God damn it. There we go. And punch. Not quite in time, but still. Where's that med? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, let's make our way down there. It's fine. Gotcha. But it's hard not to have Mordin become one of my favorite characters almost immediately. Between the speech pattern and the backstory and the voice acting and pretty much every single element of it, it's just so damn well done.
Worthless.
It's an interesting study to have a character who, before you even met them, made the biggest decision of their lives already, and probably is just brewing with regrets and trying to constantly self-realize and self-explain and rationalize the thing that they did and that they still believe in, but they never have been sure about it, and likely never will be sure about it. That was an explosive. Crap.
I am Krogan!
Of course.
Almost down. There we go. Oh. We've reached the point now where Reeve stuns somebody, and then by the time Reeve wears off, it's probably also off its cooldown, which makes it awfully effective. Whoa. I think the audio is glitching out a little bit. Whoa. It's having, like, playback issues, I think. Burn him! Burn him! There we go. Ow. I like my armor. Stop that. There we go. Reapplied. Ooh. Holy crap. Holy crap. His voice. I know that voice. I remember you. You cartoon voice actor, you. Armor's down. I don't think Gold's happy to see us. There we go. God damn. Yeah, this is the Krogan Crusher team. Commander Shepard and a Super Krogan and somebody responsible for a huge amount of Krogan depopulation, both in the field and in not. That's the C. There we go. That's the vertical. Gotcha. Anybody hiding back here? Like that guy from Eden Prime? I almost want a reference to that just out of nowhere, like it's just a guy crouching behind a random thing, like, oh man, everything, I was sleeping and everyone, I was just dying in a horrible fight when I woke up, and I don't know what to do. But I saw everything, I can tell you. Oh, gotta hack it. I was gonna say, we took out their leader. It's gotta be basically over now, right? Unless I missed a detail somewhere that we just killed the leader of the entire blood pack, like the real leader, not just the Omega leader, right?
This should come in handy.
Hey, heavy weapon ammo. This is probably the final door then.
Maelon, alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student! I looked up to you!
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Mordin, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Maelon.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That will be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse. And I'm going to fix it.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Why work with Clan Weyrloc? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weyrloc, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Erdnot has a larger camp than Weyrloc. Why not use them?
Erdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Erdnot's loss and Weyrloc's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Not now.
Maelon clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait. You don't need to do this, Mordin. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Maelon. Get out. No Weyrloc left. Project over.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project?
Special tasks group good at covering tracks. No proof. Weyrloc willingness to work with Salarian. Unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
Aren't you worried that he'll start his research again?
No. Locking this unit. Special task group can cut access to old data. Could start from scratch. Decades of work, though. Didn't teach you everything I knew.
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Mordin. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Maelon's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Maelon's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
You regret what the Krogan have become. You see the horror of what they did here. But you see the loss, too.
Wasted potential.
They don't deserve this, Mordin. Save the data.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure. But closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off Tuchanka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Let's get out of here.
Yep, I'm painfully prolonging his inner conflict by keeping the genophage cure around, or the attempts towards it even around. And by the way, years away from curing is a big deal because Mordin earlier said the phrase "last decade." That's actually kind of a big deal. Salarians are not long-lived at all. The go-to trope for fantasy and sci-fi things is that humans meet other races, and all those other races are so long-lived. Dwarves live 200 years, elves live for 1,000 years, and stuff like that. Solarians live for a long time with Liara, Asari live for a long time with like characters like Liara being like, I'm like over 100 years old, but I'm a child, and stuff like that. Solarians, I don't remember for sure, but I think they live to 40. Like, I think they have about 4 decades of life total, and that's why he talks about the last decade, because a decade is actually seen as an entire era of your entire life. Like the idea of being adolescent versus middle-aged and stuff like that. Like, a decade is huge. Troubled by Clan Werlock's progress towards genophage cure without any Cerberus knowledge, cure data may prove useful, Krogan dangerous, but if recruited as shock troopers against Reapers, extremely valuable. Mordin's assistant is no longer a problem. Mordin will have no trouble focusing on the mission. I don't like that, by the way. I don't like that the elusive man knows about any of this. That's the creepy back part of undertone of everything that we do here, is that these mission summaries are the part that I'm pretty sure all these mission summaries are what the elusive man knows about. I think that's supposed to be the whole implication of showing him on the screen and having that kind of information. Because I don't think Shepard would be saying that she is troubled by Clan Werlock's progress towards a cure without Cerberus knowing. So that definitely seems like either Elusive Man or Miranda is probably writing that kind of stuff. But if Miranda knows it, then the Elusive Man knows it anyway. So now he's got Neural Shock, which is a biotic. It's like, I mean, not a it's a. I always want to say biotic, but it's like a biological stun. And we got a new costume for Mordin. Looking forward to that. 50% bonus health for Krogans. Jeez, that's huge. We are just about done here. The big final step is basically just to walk around and check in with any NPCs we didn't meet on the way in. Because I did kind of go straight for the 2 objectives and not talk about anyone else.
Clan Erdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. Based on population profiles, Clan Erdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Werlock, mostly women and children.
Ah, intelligent move. Surprising from Krogan. Glad to...
Were you around with the female camps and the children over last week?
No, I was off dealing with a Baron attack. What? Any promising warriors?
Yes, of course. They're strong. One day they will tear our enemies apart.
Damn, this game's so dialogue heavy in this zone that it's tripping over itself to spew it all at me at the same time. So, Rex and his continuing action and his continuing trend of being a surprisingly clever Krogan, with a forethought and everything, actually went and recruited the survivors of the clan we wiped out and became more powerful and probably strengthened the future of their entire society.
I hear you killed a Thresher Maw. Impressive.
Good Baron. Stay.
Welcome, Erdnot Grunt. My name is Ratch. You and your Krant will find many items of interest in my store.
The human is my battle master.
Of course. There's not much here for humans, but you can take a look if you want.
Everyone I talk to hates that aliens are in Erdnot, except you.
I don't have the luxury of turning away paying customers. I do enough business off-world to know that you aliens have more credits than people here do.
What do you have in stock?
Most of it's food and drink that's toxic to humans. Ringcall's a local favorite. Don't try to act tough, it'll tear your insides apart.
He's not joking. Ringcall hits aliens like ground glass.
Otherwise, I've got weapons, scrap, and whatever food those pie jocks don't steal. Which isn't much. Take a look at my kiosk over there if you want to buy something.
What the hell is a pie jack?
Off-world vermin. Humans say they're like monkeys. They come in and steal food, ringcall, whatever they can get their talons on. We started using the mounted defense cannons to stop them.
I'm a good shot. Maybe I can help out with the pie jacks.
Feel free. You can use the console out there to control the guns. Make a dent in the pie jack population, and you get a discount. Good luck with that.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
I mean, now I have to, right? They gave me the option of making money. Or spending less money. Also, you get to take out your frustrations with the pie jacks.
Probably 5 years from the right. Yeah, my eyes, I think.
Think you actually had a fertile female on one of your trips to their camp?
I must have.
A son. Good for you. We'll get a ring call to celebrate.
I like the background dialogue in this zone, actually quite a bit. But yeah, these are the irritating monkeys that have one of the most annoying quests of the entire first game, so
the human can do.
I would love to wipe them out, yes. Kill for Ratch. How do I... Shoot the Pyjax, it says. Oh, A to fire, okay. Oh. What? Oh, there we go. I was like, how the hell do I actually use this thing? There we go. So you have to like hold it down for a bit and lead it. Should have tested a shot on the ground just to see. Oh no, 3D! You screwed me, 3D! What? What? Why did a map open? I must have hit X a little bit or something. Like, that's not a missile. That's distinctly not a missile. Huh? There we go. You gotta be aware of which side you're gonna shoot from, otherwise the 3D shape of the tires are gonna get in the way. Wave beginning. How many waves are there, I wonder? Come and get him. Thankfully it's a giant, forgiving explosion radius. So you don't have to be that precise. Oops. Oh, that hit him too. Cool. Gotta be careful, it's gonna shoot from the right next. Now the left, so I have to watch out for the shape of the tires. Ah! There we go. Yep. They're just gonna keep coming. Okay. Takes so long to scroll up there. I'm just gonna wait for him down here. Yep. Oh, I thought he was gonna make it. Thought he was still alive. He was not. I'm running out of missiles here. They're giving me less and less. Okay, this is gonna go on for a while. Someone shouting up here? That took a while, but I finished it. We'll get back to him in a moment. What's going on over here, though?
You killed that thresher maw on foot?
Yep.
Welcome to the clan, Urdnot Grunt.
Honored to be a part of it.
Good for you. Now go find something else to do. Those fools brought this Tuchanka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tuchanka to run without a combustion manifold?
I have no idea, but I have one, conveniently.
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians and make them do the hard work? Not anymore, we don't.
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work. Faster than building one from scratch, at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
What's that you're working on there?
I'm tuning up these machines for battle. It's a wonder this Tuchanka here made it back to camp. It could be worse. A couple more hits on the broadside, and this thing would have crumbled.
Krogans place so much importance on martial strength. How'd you become a mechanic?
How do you think those fools make it to the field to kill each other? Who do you think keeps the weapons working? Without me, there's no battle, just slaughter. I am the military might of Clan Urdnot.
How do you feel about what Rex is trying to do?
The old man's crazy if you ask me. Which you just did. But that stuff fixes itself. If it doesn't work, Rex gets torn to shreds and we find out who's got the next best plan.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
Don't do me any... Sounds like you want me to do you favors, considering what I just did. I just did you a favor. It was great. Saved you 3 days of work, dummy.
Krogans hit by genophage, nuclear assaults, civil wars. Still survive.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Or anyone else.
Impressive to see life adapt, continue despite circumstances. Inspiring.
Oh. Fotrick's database. Select your purchase. I'll get back to that in a moment. I might be able to get a discount if I'm careful. Yes. Yes.
As I understand it, Clan Urdnot has a new member. So, you're our new warrior. The shaman gave you the customary upgrades, I assume. He's fast to pass on my work as his reward. Use them well. The Lord High Researcher for Clan Urdnot has no time to make replacements. But perhaps I can offer a discount.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to be a scientist. I designed weapons. Now my genius is wasted on frivolous things. Things that don't explode. My predecessor said no one would understand the true worth of my work. As I pulled my blade from his chest, I knew he was telling the truth.
I feel like I've got to point out that we once had the joke, you ever heard of a Krogan scientist? But we've met more Krogan scientists than any other race of people besides humans and Solarians. I think we've met 0 Turian scientists. Technically, probably 1 or 2 Asari. Not sure if we met a single Volus scientist yet. Or Alcor. Hanar.
Not exactly what I would call effective academic peer review.
I don't care what you'd call it. We value the will to use what we create, not just the ability to create it. We don't count success until the ground shakes in response.
You must be working on something important.
I was building the biggest, best offensive ordnance yet. A real ground pounder. But the new clan leader wastes my time with frivolous research. Crop genetics, medicinal improvements. We can buy that stuff from the Solarians.
Solarians created genophage, I've heard. Still trust them with medicines and agriculture?
Yeah. What else can the Solarians do to us at this point? It's not like they can make us even more infertile. Actually, wait, forget I said anything.
Yeah, we kind of covered that issue recently. They totally could.
Sounds like the new clan leader has some very different ideas on how to lead the Krogan.
If you want to know more, talk to him directly. He's my leader. I'll not say anything else about it.
Enjoy your research.
Yes, move along.
I don't think we're getting a discount from him. Let's check it out, though. So, assault rifle damage. Don't really care that much, although it's good for my party members. Ooh, biotic damage, heavy pistol damage, and shotgun damage. Do you think I want both of those? Go for biotic.
I'll take it.
And definitely heavy pistol. Very happy to see biotic. Slightly iffy on these two things. I've got the money, though. Why not just spend it? Yeah, they keep giving me the money. I haven't bought upgrades since Omega. There we go. That's a decent chunk of the overall game's upgrades anyway. Let's go check in on the other character up here, too, who's supposed to be providing discounts at his store now. I'm working with the assumption that everyone stocks different upgrades, which is probably true. I think that they're almost treated like collectibles where they're all unique or something.
We tackled the Baron. It was good. Fast. Strong.
Well, of course it was. Any son of yours must be.
Then they went back to the female camp. It was so fast. I didn't get to talk with him.
Oh, weird. Because of their social structure, he's got to deal with like being a de facto absentee parent and the emotions of that.
Sell, human. It'll tear your insides like you swallowed knives.
Now I'm pretty sure I do want something you sell. Oh look, Pyjack meat. Fresh, raw Pyjack meat is a favorite of Varen everywhere. Credits 0. Why do I want that? I don't know. Let's just buy it. It involves dead Pyjack, so that doesn't hurt. Increases negotiation bonus by 10%. The death mask? That's absurd. I don't like wearing masks, though. I like to have at least a transparent visor or something. Like, I like having some sort of headgear to make it look like I'm not running around with no helm at all, because it looks just absurdly unsafe. But some kind of visor or a visual concept that lets me see the character's facial expressions is usually ideal. Otherwise, I'm running around with just like a weird shape that talks at people. Increase shields by 5%. That's very cheap. Heavy... Oh, more heavy ammo. I'll just buy everything. I'll buy everything here. There we go. We maxed out our heavy weapon ammo at this point. Got it. So one thing about this...
Plan for right of parentage.
Why bother with all the politics? You know you've sired a son. That's enough.
But I could teach him to hunt, the best way to shoot a gun, to fight with honor and savagery.
You can do that next time they bring the children.
It's not the same.
Okay, I'm starting to feel bad for this guy. I'm gonna walk away now. So, what's interesting is that obviously we had a very clear point where Rex could have died. Boom, gone. And that would obviously have an effect of some kind on how things are here, because he's the leader of this entire area. It's really hard to deal with the fact that, like, if you want to see big changes to the Mass Effect storyline, one of the biggest ways to get that is to let a whole bunch of different characters die over the course of the trilogy. Man, maybe one day, but you just have to willingly let so many characters that you like die, and I don't like the idea of doing that. But that's where a lot of the big decisions come in play. There's other big decisions over the course of the series that transition from game to game, but character deaths are a big one, and having the game try to adapt to various characters dying and restructuring chunks of the game around that is one of the cooler things that Mass Effect does. Maybe one day, with infinite time, I would do a playthrough of the trilogy again where I kill a whole bunch of people and make wildly different decisions. It's just, you know, the time investment, and of course diminishing returns because of how much of the game, especially the first game, is going to inevitably be kind of the same. That would be an endeavor. I'm just gonna see if there's any follow-up dialogue before I leave.
You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the right. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me. You are Urdnot Grunt. Welcome.
Good to see you, Rex. Sure you can't come with us?
Wish I could, but I need to keep these short-sighted fools in line. Hunt well, Shepard.
Shepard. Rex. Shepard. Rex. Shepard. Yep, gonna miss him. But yeah, he has a very real reason to stay here. So he's more or less a glorified cameo in this game. But it's a really good character follow-up that follows the arc of what he was developing over the course of the entire first game. So it's an excellent payoff, even if it's a brief appearance. So not only is Grunt...
Turians and Solarians look like up close. Nobody around here but more Krogan. It'd be fun to kill someone else for a change.
Good fight's a good fight. Doesn't matter who it's against.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Still want to tear off some Turian scales, though.
Someday.
Let's maybe leave. But it would appear that Grunt is simultaneously supposed to be the person who inherits the slot of Krogan party member in the main party, but also he seems like he might be specifically poised to replace Rex one day, given enough time. Because Rex even talks about like what it might take to replace him. And everyone's talking about him as being old. He knows he's taken some hits in his day, and he's getting older, and he's planning for the future of the Krogan race, which means he's got to be planning for the future of Urdnot. And so he might look at Grunt and be like, huh, that Might want to keep an eye on that.
Still hard to believe Maelon betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Maelon otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
Maelon didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Maelon couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about Maelon's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Oh, Mordin. Oh, Mordin. There's so many layers to peel back on that character. Grunt's down here in the basement. Gotta finish our rounds before we close out the episode. The important thing is that he is still conflicted, even if he tells himself he's not, because he just spent that entire mission going back and forth and rationalizing over and over again. The fact that he put so much thought into rationalizing and means that he's conflicted on the issue in the first place. And now he's got the remnants of a cure. So we'll have to see what if he ever does anything with it.
Not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
There's no danger of that. They're practically lining up.
Everyone gets a turn. Ha! Wouldn't want it any other way.
Yep, running out of targets is that's a tomorrow problem. It's gonna take a long time for us to run out of enemies right now, and the odds are stacked so high against us that frankly, you can almost bet on him not making it, or many people not making it, over the idea of actually succeeding at wiping out old threats, and then having to deal with pissed off Krogan afterwards. Thank you. From Leslie. I am Leslie. I was on Aya. The food made me sick. The doctors are helping me now. One doctor knows Jacob. He says he can tell you this. He could write this for me, but I want to do it. I need to use my words. My words are coming back. I can talk well. Reading is hard, but I am getting better. I have to get better. Taylor wanted me like this. He wanted my words gone. I have to show him that he lost. I am not weak. He did things to me, and he can't now. He can't take my words away. He can't make me not me anymore, because you and Jacob stopped him. Thank you. Leslie. To Grunt's commander from Shaman Erdnot. Damn it, I hate these things, but you need to hear this. You're part of Grunt's Krant, and you're his leader, so keep him alive. Here, I have to stay polite, play the role, but our people are dying. Krogan have always valued survival over tradition. If we're going to survive as a people, we need your vat-grown Grunt. Okeer was a madman, but he was a madman with a plan, and that's more than most have on this ball of rock. So bring him back from your damn mission. My people need him, and if you all get killed, I'll piss in your graves. Shaman or not.